Good morning and welcome. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having tea. I'm on to tea this morning. Had a cup of coffee already. This is my beautiful mug I purchased in Guatemala a couple of years ago. And since found out the woman who hosted the retreat, well, I hosted, she housed us in her retreat center, made her transition. And while it's sad, the young man that did the logistics for the retreat said, she's in a better place. Indeed, she is. It is sad for the world. And it is okay to feel sad when people leave, whether it's through the transitioning process or just walking away. We really need to really go inside of us and doing our own work, which has been the message for so long now. But the overarching theme for this one is really um, doing you. Own your stuff, own your shit, because that is when you really begin to heal. And we need all of us to show up in our highest, most authentic vibrations. And that means we look at this stuff, our beliefs, how we've been walking through the world, the thing we do that validates how we've been and how we've walked through so far. Many of us get our validation from not the lovely stuff, but the crappy stuff that happens. And while it's going to happen to all of us, and those of us who are warriors and know our strength go into the learning mode, go into what is here for me to glean, grow, and expand with so we can get on with life. The overarching theme came from the goddess guidance, and it is the medicine woman, Ishel. You are a channel for divine healing power. We have to do our own work, our own healing work inside. I've been having some physical symptoms that have not been fun. And this weekend, they really kicked up in my left hand. And I've gone through all the possible diagnoses, like what could this be? Maybe I need to go in now. And this morning, actually, in the shower, I went, angels, guides, companions, give me some guidance on this as to what could be, fueling this thing. And all of a sudden I went, oh, I wonder if I'm taking too much B vitamin, because I'm taking two different sources for two different reasons. And when I came downstairs and looked up overdosing B vitamins, sure enough, the symptoms that I was having are that. And so being our own healer, stepping into, now this was a very physical, and certainly we want to consider our physical in all of it, because when our physical is out of balance, it's hard to focus on anything else and to be anything else but this human being suffering from physical stuff. So the next card that came up is the light. These, it is my empowered cards. This healing room. I have a program called This Healing Room, and Light Your Day. Light Your Day really was the beginning of this walk back to the power of spirit and interacting regularly with the higher realms, whether it's God, creator, the universe, central sun, whatever you call it. It is that daily, I'm open, willing, ready, guide me, that allows us in. So the Light Your Day message for today is: the light coming to you today is clear laser blue. Consider that as you walk through the day. Every time you see blue, think of this message. This amazing light brings to you clarity and focus. With the influence of this light on you today, things that in the past have been a little foggy or muddled are settling into a clear, easy state today. So this question, this thing that's been plaguing you, you will get clear answers today if you choose to stay open, willing, ready to be guided. As you spend more time in this type of energy, the clarity and focus, this will become the norm for you rather than confusion and indecision. What can you find in your life to be grateful for? I wonder who we get to help today. Today, allow clear vision in. This is always a choice, allowing in our truth around whatever is in front of us, particularly the challenging things. If you have to continually focus on what is not working in order for you to feel okay in your powerlessness, that is truly where you will stay. And powerlessness focus rarely is creating the life of your dream. And you may think it's a little bit too out there and airy fairy to believe that you can receive what you desire. But the truth is, as energy, it is whatever we're focusing on. So if you get your kudos, you're feeling good. Um, Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining me. I only do private readings in private session. I don't do them here. This is a general reading for the collective. I do hope you receive something from this morning. And so the clarity and focus. Remember, where your attention goes is what comes back to you. So if you are in a constant state of crap just happens over and over, I just keep receiving more of what I don't want. Ask to be shown how you're creating that. What is it you're continually focusing on in your life? Are you focusing on love and joy and success and great relationships and the adventures you desire, the financial situation that makes you feel comfortable and safe? Are you focused on safety? Or are you caught up in this fear mongering energy that is permeating the world right now through social media and all of it? There is very little that you are being fed either by Facebook or by Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. We're being fed lies for one, and we're being fed that information that keeps us in fear, totally in fear. And so we're often fed more of what we don't want and more of what we can't do than what we can do. So what is it? As Ishel, the medicine woman, a divine healer, we can begin our own healing work, open, willing, and ready to be shown what it is that is creating maybe what we're not so comfortable living in. Good morning, Mayana. I love that you're saying boldly, not coddling. Mayanna's known me for a little while. I'm not a coddler. I absolutely have compassion, although truly, in my authenticity, that is something I bring in regularly because as a warrior, I can be so direct and so focused with people that I can be somewhat insensitive. And so I get focused on the power and sometimes lose focus on where we need to go first in order to get to our power. And so I choose, I mean, it is something I know about me. And so I work with that. But the truth is, coddling and petting for any length of time isn't going to serve you in moving you forward if that's where we stay focused. I am always going to focus on the power in everything that we do. Where is our divine energetic power in this situation? And generally, when life is rough, it is okay, what did I bring this for? How can I grow and expand with this? Usually, though, I curl up in a ball on the floor, sniveling and crying, and then I get up and blow my nose and go, okay. So it's not like I just am always going, oh, I've got this. I know how to do this. I am as human as the next person. And things that throw me out of kilter make me feel insecure or bring up those feelings from past things, from past life things, from ancestral energies are always a reason to look to what can be healed here. And so the victim energy is very different from being a victim. Most of us have been a victim of something in our life. The victim energy is the one that looks for their truth and healing from everyone around them rather than going inward and getting to work on themselves. It is always a focus on everything that's bad. And it just feels so good to have people feel good about, or feel bad for me, that pets me. And I too have found that to be a truth that I've had to look at and go, oh, yeah, that, the whole reason to put that out was for people to acknowledge how strong I can be, and how, it's like, it isn't the same as going, yep, this is true about me, and how I can move forward having learned from that and letting another layer of that go. Because our healing always happens in layers. It is not something that just goes. Whatever we're shedding at any given time rarely comes out all at once. We generally have two big themes in our lives of energies that we have worked with more than once. So the next card coming up is from my This Healing Room Oracle. Release the past and accept your power here. Release the fact that we have absolutely experienced this before, learned from it before, and now it's time to let go of another layer. If we stay in the past, we're spending all our energy there. We have today in the present. When we focus on the past, we're keeping something alive in our field that is an illusion. It is done. Its after effects definitely is permeating our life now. Always choosing, what do I get to learn here, and cutting cords to that energy of going back to when you were victimized. Yeah, but it's the same with forgiveness. The one who injured or created that injury with you doesn't care that you don't forgive them. The cutting the cords, inviting Archangel Michael in. I work with Michael a lot because they're the warrior angel. Michael, please unplug these cords from me or cut them, sending back the energy of whoever's holding the other end of that cord, all of their energy back to them. These big memories that have caused you a great deal of injury in your spirit are going to take some do-overs to quit going there. The minute you really quit focusing on that, you really can begin to heal because you've let that go. You've gleaned from it all that you can, learned, grown, and expanded with it, and you can let go. So release the past and accept your power here. Be guided by love, always guided by love for yourself, for the world. Love is that most powerful change agent. On my YouTube channel, I have pinned that little tool that will help you release more of the limiting energies that make you fall back into fear and angst and all of the not great stuff that all of the medias would want you to continually feel, because fear is easy to control. Both sides are telling us who we need to fear, why, what they've done, and how we should react to it. Cut yourself loose from the BS that is the media. All of the media is to control. So cut yourself free from it. Focus on love and gratitude and your own growth and healing. That is how we heal the world, because then we are shedding high vibrational energy. If we continue to pine and grieve over all that is going wrong in the world, we're creating more reasons to pine and grieve. That is not to say that there is not sadness around what is happening in the world. There is absolutely things that are not lovely going on. I talk to, it's like my spirit visits those things. I go to the blessing of the people involved with clarity, with love, with peace, with comfort, with understanding. And then I pull back from it, because it's not going to serve the world for me to get embroiled in this gnashing of teeth and wringing of hands. I was working with a friend of mine recently who's Jewish, and they visited Israel. And she said, this is the Great Wall. And, we weren't supposed to be able to get in there, but we did. And I said to her, is that the Wailing Wall? She said, yeah. I went, And it occurred to me at that moment, it was like, well, no wonder they're still embroiled in conflict. There's a belief that they go to that wall and they just whine and cry and all of that about all the bad that keeps happening. And they just keep creating more of the bad that keeps happening. It was like it became so clear. And that's what we do in ourselves, especially our victim selves. We get in and we dig up and we really coddle all the nasty stuff that's gone on in our world. It is time to stop that. And one way you can do that is you minding you, rest and restore that green healing energy. It is time to work within yourself on you, to love you, to heal you. Remember, Ishel, the medicine woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. That's what I tell the people I work with when I do energy healing. I don't do it, but I bring it through. I am a channel for that. We are all channels if we choose to be. But first, we must work on us. That is, for me, the highest integrity as a helper of other people is that I constantly work on the things in me that cause me limitations in the world in doing what I need to do here. It keeps coming up in layers. And sometimes I go to others, my healer friends, because I need their help. And so, looking outside yourself is not a bad thing, especially because that forest and the trees, we will often gain perspective from others that we cannot see ourselves. So do your best to get quiet, focus on what you desire life to look like, and then be open, willing, and ready to be shown what it is you're doing that continually creates more of what you don't want to see in the world. It starts with us. It very micro becomes the macro. So do you step into your power as that divine healer channel and own your truth, rest and restore, be guided by love, accept your power in all of this. That is absolutely what the media, the mass media, does not want you to do. They do not want you to stand in your power and accept that you can be the changer of the way things are going. It is within each of us, but it starts within first. I had a friend years ago that was an emotional health coach. She'd been married 4 times, divorced 4 times, and was with someone else now. And she said, "Oh, I don't have to live it to teach it." And boy, did that not resonate with me. It's like, this is not exactly how I work in the world. What seems clear to me is that I must do within me before I can help guide someone else. So it is a constant thing to continually release what no longer serves me, to heal from that and move forward so that I can be a clear channel for healing for others. What is it that you came into this world to do? And how is it that you may be blocking yourself from doing it? Starting with you, that's where the power lies. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.